Welcome back, Norfolk enjoyers. You are listening to Season 3, Episode 10 of the Norfolk and Good podcast. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
This week we thought we would return to a subject very close to our hearts and our tummies, food.
Very good topic.
We do like to talk about food and drink in Norfolk, yes. And there is such a wonderful spectrum of food and drink to try.
There is, lots.
So loads to talk about. Yeah. Something we haven't talked about since we started the podcast back in lockdown last January is the kind of higher end dining. Yeah. We might call it. We've called it fine dining.
I was wondering whether you were trying not to use the word fine.
I don't know whether it's a bit old fashioned. I don't know, but I'm thinking when I picture fine dining, so I think about the kind of places you'd go for perhaps a special meal out, like an anniversary or a birthday or Valentine's Day. That's obviously coming up really soon. Somewhere that's sort of a bit fancier, perhaps a bit pricier.
Yeah.
A bit posher.
Yeah. And,
that sort of vibe?
And I picture it as some nice white plates with the food sort of well presented on those white plates.
I think I'm living in the 80s because I also see kind of cut glass crystal and white napkins.
Where
have I been dining? I know. Honestly, I haven't dined anywhere that's had any of those things for a long time. But
that was like the Forte Post House back in the 80s, wasn't it? On Ipswich Road.
No, I never went there.
Which was
that old. I think there are two trains of thought. But in general, you're sort of thinking of the kind of food that, if you go out to celebrate a big birthday. Perhaps you might these days. The line is blurred a lot more, I think, these days. But you still think of perhaps if you're going to push the boat out, going somewhere really special for a treat, or an afternoon tea or something like that. Somewhere you wouldn't necessarily go in kind of flip flops and frayed denim shorts, for example.
Yeah.
I'm
always in my flip flops and frayed denim shorts.
Bondi Andy, they call you, don't they? Not today, you'd freeze. So that's the vibe we're going to talk about now. There is a distinction. There are some of that kind of high end restaurants, and there are some in Norfolk. We've got a couple of restaurants that have attracted Michelin stars.
Yes.
Traditionally are seen as the pinnacle of eatery success.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you wouldn't perhaps take your kids there, maybe? I don't know, unless they're very well behaved. and ate everything you paid for as well. And you weren't just throwing your money away. So that kind of vibe.
Yeah, and I think it is fairly blurred now. There's not before it was like they were up there, weren't they? And then it was and you got down to the other places to eat, which are fabulous as well. But now, everybody, the quality...
Well, also
seems to be increasing everywhere.
Also, if you go out to eat, actually, I was thinking back, and actually some of the kind of big family meals we've had recently have been in pubs.
Yeah.
We haven't been to somewhere uber fancy like that for quite some time. I mean, admittedly, the pandemic has kind of put the the mockers on that as well anyway. But I think, sort of, and even wedding food has changed loads in that people now have things like sausage and mash and tiny jacket potatoes and even things like fish and chips, don't they?
Yeah,
rather than that kind of multi-course food that you might get at a university ball or something. Yeah,
I think, and it's all about, like you spoke about the Michelin stars, it's all about the quality of the food, the quality of the ingredients, and how it is the standard it's presented all the time, basically.
And also the service as well, though.
Yeah.
So, for example, in a more casual dining place, you might not be served by somebody who's kind of dressed up in the kind of traditional black and white waiter-waitress style or something like that.
Silver service and all that sort of thing.
Silver service, yes. Is that an indicator of a fine dining restaurant? And that's a good one, actually. A good question. Listeners, do you have an opinion on this? If there's silver service, is it fine dining? Where have you dined that's fancy in Norfolk that you've enjoyed?
Well, of course, your food is very fancy.
Oh, you. And now you shall continue to receive it.
Yeah.
I try.
Well, I was thinking back, and the last one, which was a family occasion, and we ate at Brasted's.
Ah, yes.
Over in Framingham Piccadilly.
So was that for your parents' wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
And that was silver service, wasn't it? And actually, they're a really good example of not completely inaccessible fine dining. You know, it's not kind of the Ritz or something like that in terms of pricing, but you probably wouldn't necessarily eat there perhaps all the time. But it's very high quality, lovely service.
Yeah.
Really lovely service.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Really, very professional, the whole.
I think
and the
Brasted's
food is amazing. Yeah,
I think they're a popular choice actually for fancy meals and celebratory meals out as well. I think when I've spoken to people in the past who follow us on social media and that sort of thing, they've said they had their wedding at Brasted's or they had their anniversary dinner at Brasted's and that kind of thing. So good shout, and it was delicious.
It was.
Yeah. We need to revisit these things.
Yeah, and the boys came with that because it was a family event, and
yes, and they were very good.
And actually, it was really nice because the way they were treated as a guest.
Yes. Yeah.
By the people, the waiting staff.
Yes.
Was exceptional as well, wasn't it?
Yes, they weren't patronised for being children or dumbed down or anything like that. No, you're right. It was really very, very respectful, excellent customer service. Yeah, which I think is a mark of. You know, you would expect that if you're paying high-end prices for the food, you expect good food and you expect good service.
Exceptional service, yeah.
Place I really like, which we've got to give a mention to, is the Neptune in Old Hunstanton.
Yeah.
Got a Michelin star. They've had it for ages. Actually, haven't they?
Yeah.
Kevin the chef there, he's had many in his time.
He has.
I think he's had them in previous.
Isle of Wight. He was in the Isle of Wight, wasn't
he?
And he came to Norfolk. What must have been?
Oh my goodness, 15? No,
like
10 to 15 years ago now. We've been working for a long time.
We have.
Kevin and Jackie, who run the Neptune, are absolutely lovely, and the food's absolutely delicious.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
we
really
went
nice
there,
place.
didn't we? And I've never tasted food like it. Actually,
it's a lovely little
unbelievable.
place. Yeah, it's a very intimate little restaurant. It doesn't have a vast number of tables, but they go to extensive levels to deliver unique and exceptional service, and the quality of the experience is you can see why they deserve to have a Michelin star, basically.
And we talk about things to do and that you must do in Norfolk. And I think that is you've definitely got to go and experience it just once.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Definitely worth a look. Yeah. Where else have we enjoyed?
Well, we have also enjoyed the Grove in Cromer.
Ah, yes, another good shout. They've got at least two AA Rosette restaurant, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Which
really
is always
nice
a good
restaurant.
sign. Again, that's a really good thing to search for as well. Is the AA Rosettes?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think it's, they have to jump through a lot of hoops to get those awards. They're not easy.
No.
And it requires a level of continuity, a high, a continuity of quality.
Yeah.
And the restaurants that sort of bother to go forward for them and then retain them, I think it shows it's a remarkable investment in time and effort as well as culture. So, and it's worth trying them once. I think the nice thing about the Grove is its fabulous location. Obviously in Cromer. I mean, the Neptune's in Old Hunstanton, which is also great. You can have a walk on the beach. If you go for Sunday lunch or something like that, really nice coastal location. The Grove. And the good thing about the Grove now is that if you don't want to go to their fine dining restaurant, they've got Sundown out in the TP kind of thing, which we went and dined in last summer with the kids, which was really nice. But we've been to the restaurant, and that's a great shout for a nice birthday meal out or something.
It definitely, up on the coast there. Fabulous. Now we're going to transport us back to Norwich again.
Okay.
And a little while back, we did this one as Bishops.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Bishops is St Andrew's Hill.
Yes, that's it. St Andrew's Hill, that little cobbledy road up there.
The cobbledy road.
Little cobbledy road.
Yeah.
Beautiful looking restaurant as well.
It is. Yeah,
and we had a really lovely meal in there, didn't we?
It was really nice, actually. Yeah, really, really nice. I just remember, it was a while back, so I can't remember very many details, but I do remember the feeling afterwards, and it was the feeling of just having had a really lovely experience. I remember coming out of there, and it wasn't just the food, actually, interestingly, at Bishop's. It was also, as I remember rightly, things like the wine stood out for me. The whole experience there was really, for want of a better word, you really felt, well, I was going to say posh, but you felt treated. And I quite like that. I think if you're talking about fine dining or whatever you want to call it, if you're going to spend your hard-earned cash on a meal out, you want to feel special, you want to feel looked after, you want to feel treated, you want the food to be, the whole experience. When you come away, it's like the food experience of going to a spa, you know?
From the moment you walk through the door.
Yeah, absolutely. And I felt that at Bishop's.
Yeah. And the decor in there as well.
Yes, yeah.
It gives that air of a really
fancy.
Good meal out. Yeah,
really
fanciness.
Fancy.
Fanciness.
Fanciness.
Yeah, so that's Bishop's. And another one, Norwich, is Stour Grange.
Yes, Stour Grange. Yeah, I've got a lot of love for Stour Grange, actually.
Yeah.
Out Drayton Way.
Yeah, just love... I love looking at Stour Grange anyway. When you drive past and you see how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've eaten there.
Lovely place, actually. Again, they really know their onions when it comes to customer service and delivery. And I like the way they've got a kind of slightly more traditional vibe. They're not kind of vying for the contemporary market in a way, but in a good way. So they also do a lot of weddings there, and so they are very well versed at, the whole 3+ courses scenario, the excellent waiter service, the way and that is a place where you would get kind of crystal glasses and the napkins, the real cloth napkins and all of that kind of thing, the lovely fresh flowers on the table. And again, I've spoken to lots of people over the last few years, and it's a really popular destination for weddings, anniversaries, birthday dinners, that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely
up there if I was planning one of those.
Yeah, lovely place. And like you said, you couldn't go super modern in there, could you? Because of the building itself. Yes,
there's a lot of history there, and obviously it's nice. It's out of town, so there's no problem parking. And Richard and Jane, who run Stour Grange, are just lovely as well.
Yeah, fabulous job.
What else have you got on your list? Have you got anything else?
I have actually. Yeah. One of it, which is a bit of a sidestep. But it's kind of like fine, relaxed dining. Is Cote Brasserie.
Cote,
which we are a bit of fan of.
Is that Exchange Street?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. See, I like Cote. The thing I like about Cote is it's sort of sly fine dining.
Yeah.
So it is. I think it's really quite a high quality foodie offering. So when you go, you are really made to feel special. Yeah. But the price tag is shockingly good value.
Yeah.
And they even have set menu deals that are like ridiculously. I don't want to say inexpensive. I don't know, cheap. But not cheap. I don't. That's unfair. But you can't. I honestly don't know how they do it. It is so. They are obviously a very small chain.
Yeah.
They're not an enormous chain. But they're small, relatively focused in East Anglia, I think, aren't they? They've got one in Cambridge and a couple of other places. But they do French food inspired by sort of French brasseries and that kind of thing. But the service is amazing and wonderful.
Well, I just find it, when I'm eating it, it just gives the air, doesn't it, of fine dining.
And being sort of special.
With the tables, the cutlery used, the glassware.
Yes. Yeah. It's like food matters. I think, and drink as well. It's like food matters. They come out with, and the waitresses and waiters, and normally, if memory serves me well, they're dressed in the kind of traditional kind of black and white outfits. Yeah. Come out with everything on a silver tray.
Yeah.
Usually, so that I'm thinking, good God, how is this going to make it to the table without it all crashing all over the floor? They really believe in the kind of the Kir Royale aperitif, don't they? Yeah. Water on the table in ceramic bottles.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah,
the olives, the sundries, the bread. It is very European.
It is there. It's up there. I think as a place I'd go for something special. I wouldn't be going there every.
Well, you say that, but we've actually gone there for brunch with the kids, and that was just as. And again, like we talked about with Brastids, and I think this is a real mark of quality: is treating everyone with that level of respect. The kids were made to feel welcome. Yeah. And they stepped up accordingly because they're not patronised and they're not made to feel like they're children and don't belong there. They were made to feel really welcome. We enjoyed a really fabulous brunch there. And it was a really enjoyable experience from start to finish.
So what you're saying for you...
I could eat there.
Not just the food. Not just the food. It is the whole picture, basically, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, obviously you expect that from any good dining out experience, but particularly if you're paying more money, I'd expect it to be a level up. But having said that, there are some award-winning restaurants where they're sort of anecdotally, aren't like the chefs and the waiters like really cross all the time, practically sling your food at you and this kind of thing. And people go there on purpose.
Well, yeah.
But also, they go there for that kind of entertainment almost, that kind of level of circusness about the whole thing. But no, for me, I think it's really nice. I think places shouldn't be pretentious. All should be welcome. You know, obviously, if you do rock up in your cut-off shorts and flip-flops, then perhaps there will be some places that do turn you away or ask you to put a jacket on or something like that. Yeah. Fair enough, if that's their house policy. But I think everyone should be treated, if you're coming to spend your money in a restaurant, it doesn't matter how fancy or award-winning it is, you should all be treated with a level of respect and politeness and attention. Attentiveness is really important. And then, yes, the food should be good quality. It should be, for me, it should be well presented, delicious, and I think then you don't resent paying a higher price for it. Yeah. You believe you've had a great experience for that. And I think if you go out for a special meal and you choose somewhere like this, a slightly higher end restaurant or whatever, then that's what you expect and want.
Yeah, obviously, we're only mentioning the ones that we've actually experienced ourselves. There are lots of others.
And we've tried really hard, but we can't eat out all the time. Gosh darn it.
I know. Sad times. But we are looking to get out there and try a lot more, aren't we?
Always.
But I think you made contact with our Insta followers.
I did. I asked the Insta. So you can find our Instagram account at Enjoying Norfolk. We're also on Twitter and Facebook, and we do like to interact with our community. Now, they can always be relied upon to provide a wealth of suggestions. So I said, where do you like to go for fine dining or sort of special meals? So here are some suggestions. So I'll just hit you with some suggestions, and you can tell me whether you've been there, whether you've got a comment,
whether I agree with it.
That's a bit controversial. I don't know about judging the followers' feedback. I don't know how well that will go down. But perhaps there's some ideas for us in there. So, Allium in Downham Market.
Ooh.
It's an interesting one. I've never heard of that, I don't think. No. Yeah, it's one to look at.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up later.
Indeed. The Victoria at Holcombe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously we're really familiar with it. Haven't dined there for absolutely ages. It's always heaving, to be honest with you. When we go past, you could never get a table. So
we'd actually have to get in there again and see what it's all about.
Morstan Hall.
Well, yeah. I know members of the family have been there. Yeah, I'd love to try it out, but
we just haven't been. Yeah. We just haven't been. Yeah, they're also recipients of Michelin star, aren't they? Galton Blaston,
yes,
is the chef owner of Morstan Hall, and is held in really, really high regard locally and also in the wider world. Perhaps one for one day, one for the to-do list.
Yes, a special date or something like that.
Yeah. So Bishops, somebody's mentioned again.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. Good. Another vote for the Victoria at Holcombe from Miss C. Blomfield.
Okay.
The Right Love Bite, Roger Hickman's. Now we did eat at Hickman's once, didn't we? A long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brains. But Steph has told me we did.
We did. Yes. Again, held in high regard. Worth a revisit. And I've heard good things about it. Lots of people choose to go there for special meals out and that sort of thing, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. And we've definitely got to get back out to there.
I'm not sure if the Right Love Bite are working for fine dining restaurants in Norwich, but they've actually submitted 2 responses.
Oh, have they? What's the other one?
Bishops again. Yep.
Cool.
Favourite those. Gunton Arms.
Yes.
Yeah, Sal Blatt says Gunton Arms. I have heard really good things about the Gunton Arms. Again, I think we've been in there a long time ago when it was under previous ownership. That long ago.
Oh, we went there, under previous ownership.
It's a lot fancier now.
I've been in there for a drink.
Okay, yeah.
When I've been up that way.
It's often in the national press as a nice, fine place to eat and stay. It's good to stay as well, isn't it? Yeah. Morstan Hall again. Bluestone Row. Meadow Sweet in Holt. Not familiar. We have to Google all these places and see if we can check them out.
Tempting.
And then someone's... Actually, I can't read that one. They've suggested somewhere and then they put in brackets, but it's not really fancy. Oh. So I don't think I should read that.
You're not allowed to read it out?
I can't read that, no.
Well,
no, we're moving on to...
Tell me later.
It's Rob, is it not? Who also says Bishops.
Yeah. Bishops is getting a good run.
Indeed. Yeah. Tracy K. Fletcher, the Wildebeest. In Stoke Holy Cross.
Yes. Now. Yeah, I have eaten at the Wildebeest,
Yes,
but it wasn't under the present ownership.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably over.
But it was really, really good, and I'd love to go back. We should do that.
Yes, the Wildebeest, I remember, has always been up there when people have mentioned really good places to eat around Norwich and Norfolk. Haven't been there for a while, so I don't know whether that's still the case. But anyway, according to Tracy K. Fletcher, it is.
Yeah, they have the Swan at Ingham as well, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
CJKPM says the Brisley Bell, especially for Sunday roasts. Sunday roast is a good call. That's an interesting one because actually Sunday roast is probably the most common meal people will go to for places that are of a higher end of dining because they tend to do it as a family and as a kind of a big event kind of meal.
Is a Sunday roast fine dining?
If it's done well, I think so. I think so. Do you think? Yeah. What do you think, listeners? Let us know. Yeah. Audi_Hedgehog, Morstan Hall again.
Yeah.
And this is one familiar with you, Kit Maisie. You may know this name.
Kit Maisie, my goodness.
Kit Maisie. My goodness, your mum. Caister Hall. Is she dropping hints? Is what I'd like to know.
She is. She actually. Yeah. She wants to go again. Obviously.
I didn't know she'd actually sent an answer in.
No,
so this is a complete surprise to me reading them back.
Eh? She only went last week.
Well, I suppose she's in a good position to inform us then.
Well, apparently she had a fabulous lunch there, and it is run by Brasteds now.
Ah, yes. That's a fairly recent. Is that a fairly recent introduction?
It is. Yeah.
Because they also do the catering at Langley Abbey. I would say Langley Abbey, which went to a family wedding there a couple of years ago. Excellent.
Yeah. She's obviously hinting to be taken there again.
Clearly.
Yes.
The gauntlet is down.
Yeah. Over to my sisters. You can pay for that one.
Nice. I'd like to go to Caister Hall. Actually, I pass it because sometimes our eldest son runs out at the Roman town in Caister St Edmunds, so we pass it. And I sort of had a look over there and stuff, and I saw that Brass's doing.
It's very very nice.
Fabulous.
We should get out there and try it.
Yeah. So I mean, there's some suggestions. Some we've mentioned, some we haven't.
Yeah, definitely.
I think what it serves to illustrate is again, as always, when we talk about restaurants and food in Norwich and Norfolk, the wealth of places to eat and drink and dine.
Yeah, is unbelievable. I don't know whether we could cover all of them, basically.
In a lifetime or with our bank balance?
Probably the latter.
No, but it is amazing. There are loads of places on there that we didn't even mention or discuss. And these are just with us focusing on what we perhaps consider high-end places you'd go for a special Sunday lunch or a special family meal. So, that's beyond all the other places that you'd eat in a kind of more everyday or relaxed kind of casual dining setting. So we're very lucky.
We are very lucky indeed. And one I've kept back for obvious reasons.
Yes, an obvious omission.
Which we love.
Yes, yep.
Is Titchwell Manor.
Titchwell Manor, yes. You may have been listening and thinking, why haven't they mentioned Titchwell Manor?
I know.
There is reason. There is a reason behind that madness. Obviously fabulous. Love going to Titchwell Manor. Beautiful food. But we thought, why should we tell you about it when we could talk to the chef owner himself, Eric Snaith?
Definitely.
Welcome, Eric. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Cool.
On this lovely sunny morning. Would you mind just sort of telling us a bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, so from Titchwell Manor Hotel, the hotel's family-run business. We've been there 33 years.
Oh wow!
So that was sort of my main life of being there, and I grew up at the hotel from the age of 8.
Oh
wow!
Yeah, but I sort of after school and A-levels progressed into the kitchen. I worked in a few other places, but at quite a young age, I think I was 21 when I took over the kitchen at the hotel.
Okay.
Gosh, wow. And how did you sort of, I suppose, what motivated you to get involved in cooking, really?
I fell into it a little bit, to be honest. I think it's one of them growing up in a family business, you just learn so much about it. I think it just becomes second nature. I don't have that story of I always about 14, 15.
Yeah.
But I started, helping in the hotel, and I always enjoyed being a part of it. And I saw my mum working very hard and building the business, and not feeling like you had to do it, but a little bit like your duty to take that on.
Yes, yeah.
And it was more, I found I started doing a bit in the kitchen with a view to sort of running the whole business. It would be good to have a bit of knowledge in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But once I was doing it, I sort of found I had quite a passion for it and really enjoyed it for quite a long period until about 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I really got to the point of I needed to let the other people in our team progress and they concentrate on sort of running all the businesses.
Yeah, of course. Oh, that's really interesting. So, when you were growing up, did you have a Saturday job at the hotel? And did you get paid?
Yeah.
Or did they make you work for free?
Yeah. I remember, I think my first shift was New Year's Eve when I was about 13 in the pot wash.
Oh, what a progression.
Yeah.
That's a really good...
I was on 25 or something.
Wow.
And are you self-taught all the cooking? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I did my Eton college. I just taught on the job really. So I mean that is one of the wonderful things about being a chef. You're just constantly learning.
Yeah.
Whatever level you're at, you learn from each other, or some chefs are lucky enough to sort of move around and work under some really good chefs, and it is you just train constantly on the job. And I think that used to be, that is one of my favourite things about it. I think one of the real sort of bonuses that you can be so creative and keep learning.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. No, I think that's a really wonderful story, and I think starting, like you say, at the pot wash and then working your way up, and now obviously I guess are you sort of overseeing the whole business now, are you?
Yeah, so about 10 years ago my mum and dad started trying to take a back seat. So for a period I was in the kitchen and the hotel, and that was probably the hardest point. It was too much really, because I found to be good as a chef, I used to just think about it constantly. Like I was fully, invested in it and the creativity, and that would be my full focus. Once I was trying to then manage the hotel and all the other problems as well, it just became a little too stretched.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So, and then the past sort of 7 years, I opened the fish and chip shop in Thornham.
Yes.
That sort of changed my role slightly, and then more recently opened another two, the pizza restaurant which will be coming up to, it must be about 20 months or something.
Goodness me, wow.
It's flown by, yeah.
It really has. And what a 20 months as well, good God.
Yeah, I know, we were all sort of queued up to do it, and then the first lockdown came, and it was a pretty crazy period, to be honest. But I'm really pleased we went ahead with it.
Yeah,
definitely.
It seems to be doing really well, but my main question to you after hearing all that is when do you sleep, Eric? You're very busy.
It is. It's funny. But in a way, like having the extra businesses given me a bigger team, and at times it's given me a bit more freedom. It's quite funny thing to say, but but just make sure having good people around you.
Yeah, because when you're working in the kitchens, obviously it's very long, unsociable hours, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's got better. Like that has really changed over the last few years. Our teams, they still work pretty long hours. But, back in the day, but I think it was even worse before me. But it was sort of you just expected to do 60+ hours, and that was standard, and you just got paid a salary, and that was changing really. But,
Yeah,
no, definitely,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw a wonderful photo, I think, of the front area of Titchwell Manor from, I don't know, back in the past and then now. And it was wonderful to see.
Of the sitting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing, really. I mean, the amount of things that have changed, and you see old pictures, and you can imagine, you just sort of think, oh my gosh, like, how did we... what were we doing there? But at the time, it was great.
Yeah.
But it's the same when you look at old food pictures. I think it's really funny. Trends move and days. No doubt in another 10 years we'll be looking back saying, like, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. When you look back at sort of nostalgically at 70s food.
Yeah, well, I put a menu
dinner
out.
party classics.
Yeah. I actually put a menu out the other day because my uncle used to run a pub in Hingham. And the menu was from the 70s. And the price of the food.
It wasn't the soup like about 3p or something.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Well, I think that's incredible. Like, when we started, one of the starters had been a glass of orange juice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember that? I think it's incredible, like, the way food has changed now.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The standard of food, and then in supermarkets, is, just brown. It makes you wonder, like, how is that going to change as much again? Like, will that progression continue, or has it just been limit?
It's very interesting.
I suppose it shall, because naturally things evolve, and even if it's a return to previous trends and that sort of thing. I was going to actually ask you about this a bit later on about food trends. We might come back to it, but I think things are cyclical, and there'll be natural changes in the way people eat, won't there? I suppose, going back to the 80s when there was a big emphasis on convenience, and the 70s there was an emphasis on sort of fancy dining really came to the fore as people had a bit more disposable income, and then there was the sort of the influence of more world cuisine, I suppose. So it'll be exciting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose plant-based and everything is going to be the big change.
Do you think? Have you seen? We've noticed, obviously, you guys are producing at all your outlets more vegan and vegetarian options. Is that one of the biggest moves that you've sort of seen in the last few years? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Pretty strong. It's difficult with fish and chips. Like, we're working on a vegan offer now, but it's really difficult for us to do something, and the requests are really small. The pizza restaurant we've managed to do quite a lot, and that's it's really difficult in like a very busy fish and chip shop where you're cooking in beef dripping, and then we've got about 12 different pans at the moment to have another one that's then purely vegan. We try and be really accommodating, but it does become a limit sometimes, especially like when they're very busy. We have to you have to make a sensible decision, really. It's not fair on the team.
Of course, yeah, and like you say, if the requests aren't frequent, then it's not a good business sense, really, is it? So
but it's horrible to, you hate to sort of end up turning anyone away.
Yeah.
But I see at the Manor for Valentine's, you've got a full vegetarian menu there.
Yeah, and actually, quite a few years ago, I used to do tasting menus at the hotel.
Yeah.
And we would do a vegetarian tasting menu, and I've done vegan ones. And actually, in that, the more courses you have, I think, it's quite enjoyed doing a vegan tasting menu or vegetarian one. I think it's often difficult when you're trying to create a bigger meal. Whereas if you are sort of concentrating on sort of 5 smaller courses, you can sort of so much in each one. So you could be interested with mushrooms and sort of truffle or something, then the next one could be egg and peas and stuff. And you're not trying to sort of fill it out into a substantial meal.
Is it a greater, in your personal opinion and experience, is it a greater challenge creating with plant-based food, creating dishes with plant-based food, thinking particularly on the kind of finer dining side than dishes that have meat in them?
I mean, the funny thing is we used to a taste menu, and we sort of moved away from them, which is a bit we can talk about sort of the way dining's going. But almost the standout dishes would be the vegetarian course, and that was sort of exceeding expectation. It would be almost shocked how much I enjoyed the dish.
How interesting.
We used to do one with like little Norfolk baby potatoes and a marsh herb and I think people were almost shocked that they're just eating like a couple of potatoes and some green and really enjoying it because the balance of the sort of fat and acidity and the sort of butter emulsion. So yeah, they almost took more enjoyment because they weren't expected to.
Okay.
And I've spoken to a few chefs and they get that. The problem is that that just do that as your starter, you wouldn't be satisfied with it.
Yeah.
That only really works in that sort of menu, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So I suppose it's convincing people to actually try the kind of the meat-free and plant-based dishes in the first place, especially if they are fairly sworn carnivores. And then if it's delicious, I suppose it would mess with their expectations a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and it's funny, it then becomes more memorable.
Now, at Titchwell Manor, you're obviously known for your outstanding cuisine there. And you've got 3 AA rosettes, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fabulous.
Yeah, no mean feat.
Yeah.
No, we're very proud of that.
And you should be.
Yeah. What's happening at Titchwell Manor this year regarding food-wise?
Yeah, tell us a bit about Titchwell Manor.
So big change. So Chris Mann was with us for I think nearly 12 years.
Wow.
And he worked up sort of CDP sort of chef de partie, so came in and did pastry and then worked his way up to sous chef and then head chef. But he moved on in November, so that's sort of big change, which we wished him well. It was sort of the right time for him.
Yeah.
He's a different challenge. But we're pleased to, we've got Oliver Bacon Hilton.
Okay.
Come back to us. He used to work for us a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
He was the first guy I thought of. Another young guy, sort of settled in. He's been around the country, worked in some really good places. I thought it was another really good fit for us.
Yeah.
Someone, their first head chef appointment.
Nice.
Wanting to sort of learn that trade and therefore able to get the sort of support from me.
Yeah.
So we're just working together now on how we want to take it forward, really, for the next couple of years at least.
Oh, fantastic. So that's really, that must feel quite exciting.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's generally every winter we sort of try and reevaluate everything we're doing and look where we can improve and what we can change and, what's working and what's not. So it's even more so now with a new guy involved, and it's we're getting used to working with each other as well. But it is, it's exciting, and I think, like a lot of places with the pandemic, we had to simplify a little bit what we were doing, make some adjustments, like when we reopened. So it's nice feeling like we can actually get back on track a little bit, whereas we're just been surviving a bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I hear you there, Eric. I think this year's. It finally feels a little bit like things are more normal, and hopefully we're quietly optimistic about 22.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was brilliant being we're really busy, but it's the team just worked so hard, and it was almost just managing a little bit.
Yeah.
We sort of simplified the menu a little bit, and even the way like we presented the menu, because it where you needed disposable menus, and
of course.
I mean, some of them. It almost seems a lifetime ago after that first lockdown.
Thank God.
So almost having it's nice to have fresh set of eyes on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I suppose if you can put a positive spin on these things, it gives you a chance to, like you say, reevaluate everything, maybe switch things up, and sometimes simplifying things is the best way to improve things as well, because overcomplication can sometimes be more difficult to manage, and it's good you can all focus on getting around that and going forward. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's something I've probably felt I was a little bit guilty of sometimes as a chef, overworking dishes a little bit.
How do you know if a dish has been overworked?
Just trying to be a bit too creative with it, I think.
Okay.
When it what we were doing, maybe I used to really enjoy modern techniques and just I think it's maybe a bit unfair, but sort of looking back now, which now I think more people are doing sort of simpler dishes. It's probably the way the trend's gone a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
It's a bit like I was saying, where you look back and you're sort of like, oh, well, wouldn't have done that like that.
That's part of the natural evolution of things, though, isn't it? I think you don't know at the time, and then looking back, I think we're all guilty of that in every walk of life. And sometimes going beyond perfection as well in an effort to perfect something.
Well, it's like I used to speak to the AA inspectors, and they say really when you're sort of a young chef in your 20s, trying to push everything and you're really ambitious, and then you probably learn and become a bit more confident. When you get a bit older, and like the thing with simple food is if you're just serving a piece of fish, a puree, one other vegetable, there's nowhere to hide with any that all has to taste and work really well. So it's almost it's braver to put less on the plate.
That's such a true way of it's an interesting way of looking at it, and you're absolutely right. When you're paring it down, then you're much more exposed in a way.
So my simple dishes in our kitchen. I'm very brave then.
They're not for discussion here, Andrew.
And you obviously have a herb garden at Titchwell Manor, don't you, where you use for the kitchen. But I heard that you're looking to plan and grow some more of the produce at Titchwell. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'd love to. That's my retirement plan for my mum.
For your mum? I thought you were going to say for you then. I was thinking that's a bit of a way off for your mum.
Get busy in the garden. But, no, we'd love to. We're trying to get a little bit more land at the back of the hotel, which I'm hopeful of. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it by talking about it. But it's always been a bit of an ambition. I think it's such a nice thing. Like the more you can grow, and it goes back to then having the confidence to serve the food more simply. I think. I think anyone who's grown vegetables in their garden at home, you're more excited to eat them, and you've got sort of more appreciation for whether it be the carrot you've grown in your garden and it's just come out of the ground. It's just got different. It's almost like an emotional thing compared to opening a bag from the supermarket.
No, definitely,
it's a labour of love, isn't it? It really is. It's not easy. It's fabulous growing your own stuff, but you have to put the effort in, and so when you get to experience the fruits of that labour, as it were, and also I think talking about the trends again, the move towards sustainability, obviously that massive reduction in air miles and road miles and everything, all that's really good and really important these days, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And going back to the nice thing with you're already excited about trying around the food, I think, because you know it's produced on site. It's a nice story, isn't it? Which, like, people are more and more aware is the best way to do it if you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel there should be a move for if restaurants have got the room, obviously, to even if it's just they've got a small area that they've popped up with salad and things like that. It's good to grow it, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, even the herbs, it works brilliantly and grow different one. We just still go out and just pick the herbs just before service, and then the other different sort of flowers are up, and then you tend to use the herbs when they're at their best.
Of course, okay. yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny, you just sort of, and that's the whole thing with like cooking to the seasons, or sort of absolute no-brainer, because if you follow the seasons of the fruit and veg and stuff, you're then so much more excited by it when they're about. We always used to be quite strict on that. We wouldn't touch strawberries until they're English strawberries, and wouldn't use asparagus. But then when we did, we'd use it loads.
Yes.
And you almost like, as a chef, you then, by the time you get to autumn and stuff, you're looking forward to all the root vegetables and the different produce.
You're so right.
I mean, if you live in Dubai, you don't really have a season, do you?
No, but I think, like you say, I think because this now obviously you can get strawberries in supermarkets all year round, but it just isn't the same as when they start to come out in kind of the proper season. And the sort of the kind of associations with things like Wimbledon and strawberries and cream and strawberries and ice cream, and you're eating them on a sunny day as a dessert, and they're a nice light dessert, and there's something about that's much nicer than having strawberries in the winter.
Yeah, and then when they come around the summer, you're not that excited by them.
No,
exactly. There's nothing special about it, is there? That restriction that they're not available all year round, or that you don't have them unless they're grown in the UK or whatever. And the same with things like root vegetables. And no, I absolutely agree. I think there's something really special about that. So
especially like asparagus, like English asparagus.
Yeah.
Available, and then people buy stuff from Peru. It's madness, really.
Yeah, well, it is. It doesn't make sense on so many levels.
Yeah.
And it allows you to be, I suppose, as a chef as well, it informs whatever's in season, helps inform your particular menu at the time as well. So your menu can change with the seasons, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about the menu of things, what's your favourite dishes on the menu at the present time, and ingredients?
Ingredients, probably. I've always been a big fan of like the shellfish we get along the coast. So at the moment, I love cooking with mussels. I think like the other really good ingredients is like crab when that comes in.
Yeah.
And that's a seasonal thing that we try. You hold off. And the same with mussels. You've only got them through the winter, and then you move on to crab dishes. But I don't really have sort of set favourites, to be honest. We the other day, beautiful venison. That was really good. I like everything, to be honest.
Well, I suppose that bodes well. You should have a deep love of food, I suppose, to do what you do.
Ollie's doing a fantastic lemon tart at the moment. It's really classic, really good. It's just perfectly executed. And
lovely.
We had that the other night. That takes some beating. It's an absolute classic for a reason.
Oh, fabulous. Fresh lemon in desserts. You can't go wrong. I think it's such a fantastic flavour to work with. Everything from lemon tarts to lemon drizzle cake to...
I do have to make that big decision when I go out. Do I go for a starter? Or do I save myself for that dessert?
I was going to ask you, so are you, obviously you said that you like all food, but if you had to err on the side of sweet or savoury, are you more a savoury beast, Eric, or a sweet tooth?
Yeah, I'm more of a savoury, I think. But, I love sort of starters as well. 2 or 3 starters instead of a main.
A man after my own heart. I'm a big fan of starters. If I had to choose, if I couldn't quite eat a 3-course meal, which often I can't always, I'd go for the starter rather than the dessert. I'm always really pleased when I do get a dessert, and it is always really delicious, and I do like it. But I'm more a savoury beast, I think.
I do seem to have got to the point where I can't get to bed unless I've had something sweet before.
Well, that's a terrible burden, Eric.
Knocked down, put the dishwasher on and shove it in my mouth.
I was going to say, we've obviously talked about a few of the food trends, and I'm going to ask you now, so a couple of things, sort of, what do you see as sort of big food trends for this year, 2022, and where is fine dining going? You know, sort of high quality, high kind of caliber dining going, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult to talk about food trends specifically for this year, really. Like, I suppose I'd have to research it a bit. I mean, I think, like I said, this plant-based stuff can continue because it does make sense, and I think there's some restaurants doing some really good stuff with it. And I think you see more and more now, if it is a tasting menu, there's more vegetable-based dishes. I think that's probably right. But as far as sort of fine dining, I mean, what I've really noticed over the last few years is how relaxed it's become.
Okay.
I think that is, you're trying to get away from it being a really formal, quite stuffy atmosphere. It's really sort of dying. I mean, we've ate recently at Claridge's. It's at Davis and Brook. The restaurant was there, and it was brighter than high end, and it was still very informal. You felt very relaxed.
Interesting.
You don't really feel like if you want to dress up, you can dress up, but you don't have to. We also went to Core by Claire Smith. That was an incredible meal. And again, it's really just quite a chilled out atmosphere, which I think I think that's one of the sort of big differences to quite a few years ago. And I think that's probably where the overall standard and the overall sort of understanding of good food is just widened. Like, more people get it now.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the food, really, and not what you're wearing to the place, isn't it, really? Yeah,
exactly. But I mean, I still think I've always thought there's a place for both. And I think sometimes it's nice to get dressed up, but it's almost just the way you're treated, and it can still be sort of informal and a fun atmosphere.
More high. I like the phrase you used there. So it's really more high end dining rather than fine dining. Fine dining is very kind of, when I sort of think about that, it's very kind of it's a lot more formal, with kind of crystal glasses and no children, and everyone's very well behaved. But there is a distinction. You can still have, I guess, really high end dining where the food is amazing, and it's and it still comes with a price tag, which means you wouldn't do it all the time, or it might be a special occasion or a treat, but it's sort of less staid, as it were.
It's tricky terms in fine dining.
Is it quite old-fashioned now? I don't know whether I'm using an old-fashioned term. Maybe.
Probably.
I'm not sure. Many places would tag themselves as it. A friend of mine, he's known as like relaxed fine dining. He calls his restaurant.
Okay. What do you call the conservatory area then at Titchwell?
What would you define your restaurants as? Not to bring you on the spot too much.
I mean, that's what we're trying as much as possible to accommodate what our customers want as well. We've sort of settled a bit more with an identity of the whole business at Titchwell, and realising that our real sort of core business is being a relaxed hotel. I was going to say boutique, but that's another word that I don't really.
This is what we're talking about with the trends, isn't it? It's sort of how funny how these terms go in and out of fashion again.
Yeah, we just want to be like a really nice, like high standard.
Yeah.
But again, like as soon as people walk through the door, they feel relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
People come to stay in Norfolk, I think, just to chill out for a couple of days. Generally, a bit longer, maybe one night. But generally, there's not that much to do. It always makes me laugh. Like, what do you do? But you don't really need much to do. They just want to have walk on the beach and potter about.
Yeah, nice.
Like little towns.
Soak up the atmosphere a bit.
Yeah, and then just have some really nice food and drink. And,
sounds wonderful to me. Sounds just as funny.
And just get away from a normal life, I think. Normal stresses everyone's under.
Yeah.
So, what I was going to say, so food side, we are trying to listen to our customers more than ever and make sure that we're giving people what they want, which is, I think, a balance of some very simple, sort of classic, familiar dishes, as well as some more sort of restaurant dishes and, again, I don't know what the word would be. Fine dining, it's on the fine dining. And but trying to change that more frequently, so we're trying to change that every night. People seem to really like having a different choice.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do more.
You mentioned some other places that you've been to. What are your other sort of favourite places, not just in Norfolk, to go and eat out yourself?
Well, I do try and go to London a fair bit if I can.
Yeah.
Not to sort of tell everyone to get out of Norfolk.
Is that research, Eric?
Yeah.
What I think it's incredible the number of those high quality places we've got in Norfolk.
Yeah.
Even just North Norfolk, where we are.
Yeah.
I think you could come, we could eat out a different place for 2 weeks every night and be eating like really good standard of cooking.
Yeah.
Which is, I think people around it take it for granted. You go to a good sized city and there's not as many places,
True. Yeah.
So we do, try and eat out locally. It's a great stuff, like what they did at Socius, it's been great. The Gunton Arms, I've always been a big fan of what they do.
Yeah.
My friend at Dabbling Dub, a really good pub.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gin Traps at the moment, really good.
Yeah.
And there's loads of other places I haven't been to. I want to go to Checkers. I think the chef there did good stuff.
Yeah.
But you could just go sort of on and on with it. But I do like if you go to London and eat in restaurants which are right up there with what's available in the rest of the world. Although you're probably paying double, I think the experience for what I'm looking for is well worth the money.
Yeah.
Where would you say is your favourite? Have you had a favourite in the last few years?
Oh, really? I thought Core by Claire Smith was amazing. Notting Hill, that was really good. And that meal we had at Claridge's I thought was very good.
Yeah.
But also went to Akayo, I think it's pronounced. Akai, can't remember. And St James' Place, that sort of take on sort of North African influences.
Interesting, yeah.
That was incredible. That was really good.
Fabulous. And what would be I suppose, if you had to put together the perfect meal for you, sort of starter, main and dessert, your favourite thing, they don't all have to harmonise, but what would it be, Eric?
Oh, gosh.
Here with the tough question, sorry.
With half an hour on that, I love it. I don't know. It's so difficult. I'm a bit. I still love more trashy food like chicken wings and stuff like that. I do like the And
Yeah.
it's quite bad. I love Indian food as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and I still do like fish and chips. I think is still like.
You can't beat fish and chips, can you? Really?
Well, yeah. You can't tie me down to that. We go for a long time on that.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Even like a roast, you can't beat a really good roast, can you?
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
No, absolutely true. I think, well, to be honest with you, sort of staples. So, I think fish and chips, I've got so much time for fish and chips. I think it's a fantastic dish on so many levels, for so many reasons. I love a good pizza. I think is really awesome as well, and I think you can get really creative with that. And like you say, roast, you can't beat a roast.
Oh no, not at all.
It's just these are really and again, and also again that you were saying with an Indian, a curry, a really nice, fragrant curry as well.
Yeah, it's so difficult, isn't it? Like cut it down to. I mean, like really, really good roast beef, river beef. Can't beat that.
Yeah, and you do quite a mean roast at Titchwell Manor, don't you?
Yeah, I've always been quite proud of that Sunday roast, and that's nice in the conservatory there. That's the only day we did lunches now.
Yeah. Is that for the winter, or is that going to change as we move into high season?
We think we'll continue it. We partly with staffing and with COVID, and when we reopened, it would have just put another strain on to do it.
Of course, yeah.
So it actually worked better for the business not doing it. We still offer lunches for residents and sort of little tapas-y bits, but it made sense naturally. It sort of made running the business a bit better. Yeah,
again, I suppose it's going back to what we said about just simplifying it, isn't it? Rather than spreading everything too thinly, you can sort of focus on. Would you say, are your roasts probably the most popular thing that you offer there, would you say?
Oh, on a Sunday?
What's the most popular dish that you serve out at Titchwell Manor?
I think like pot and mussels are always
very
popular. Because at the end of the day, like, people are coming up to the coast, they want to try the food that's from the local area. I mean, our oysters as well. The oysters are fantastic.
Yeah.
We're still lucky enough to ring him up and he, takes them out of the water and brings them down that morning.
Wow.
And I think with shellfish, when it needs to be like super fresh. And again, then that goes on where you really don't need to do a lot to it either.
Yes, yeah.
It is like really confident about the ingredient. You end up respecting it a bit more and making it even more simple, I think.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah,
very good, very good. And as we're about a podcast about Norfolk, just want to know what are your favourite things to do in Norfolk, Eric?
Probably play golf.
Yeah.
If I'm not with my wonderful family. I mean, I think, what do I usually do? I mean, I play golf at Stanton, and it still amazes me how beautiful it is at times. When it helps when you're playing well. Not looking for balls. But, you stand there and think, God, it's stunning bit of countryside to play a sport in. Apart from that, I think just the beaches are wonderful. I love the beaches this time of year when they're quiet and you can take dogs on the beach and it's sort of windswept and deserted. I think it's quite magical.
I definitely agree. Yeah, so you're not sort of sick of Norfolk being born and bred. Are you born here? I know you said you took over the business.
Born in Lincolnshire.
Oh, okay. Oh. But you must have moved here fairly young, I guess.
So I was about 8.
Yeah.
Still pretty much Norfolk boy now.
Just
about accepted, hopefully.
Well, you're a big fan of Norwich City, aren't you? So. Yeah.
For your sins.
But they did win on the day that you sponsored the game, though, didn't they?
Yeah, did you see that?
did, yeah. I bet you were well chuffed.
Believe it.
You have to sponsor him more often, Eric. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I don't think we should get into a discussion about that.
That's a different podcast.
Very, very different chat. Oh, fantastic.
I mean, the other good thing with Norfolk is that what Holcomb offer, maybe all, and same with like Houghton, Stunning, opposed to I live in Dursingham now, and sort of facilities that are there, brilliant.
Yes.
So, lucky to have all of that as well.
Yeah, we are. We've got a lot on our doorstep, and I think the food is definitely a big part of that, and the availability of the local produce because of the landscape. You've got the kind of countryside and the sea.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some big things to do. I mean, we're just looking to do another trip of coastal exploration.
Oh, yeah.
We've done a couple of times, and I go on there and cook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what an experience. That's a really good experience, actually, yeah.
Actually, I was going to ask about that. I was going to ask about your supper clubs. Are they something we'll see more of in the future? Are you running those again this year?
I think when if we're definitely through COVID, it was sort of, probably like look to do them again from the autumn.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
It's very popular, and they were good fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's nice to offer something different.
Yeah, because I guess have you not been offering them for the whole of the last kind of couple of years, essentially?
Yeah, I've since been reopened with them after the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's quite sort of, we always did like sharing tables and all sort of crammed in a bit. Well, not crammed in, but
cosy.
Yeah, it's been so hard to balance it constantly, because even when knowing what to do all the time for the customers, and it was like we had enough trouble going on, I suppose, to be sort of trying to hold like little event. Well, we've got a charity event coming up soon, which will be nice, dinner, but it's been just challenging, really, knowing what to offer.
No, I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine. It's probably been very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's good to keep it simple until we know, basically, isn't it?
Yeah. And with opening the pizza restaurant and stuff as well, it's like me personally, it's had a lot to get on with. Whereas the supper clubs generally take up a lot of my time because I host them.
Yes, yeah. It's something that you can reintroduce in the future to great fanfare, which will be nice, I think. Like you say, once you've sort of got this year up and running, and we're happy that it's going to continue to stay running, hopefully, it'll be a good thing to bring back in. So, we'll look out for what you're doing in the future. Thank you so much for your time today.
That's been great, thank you.
And we look forward to coming up and sampling some of your fabulous fare soon.
Definitely. Yeah.
And we wish you and Oliver the best of luck with everything this year.
Thank you.
I think it will be an amazing year.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, no worries.
You. It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
Take care.
Cheers, Eric.
Care.
Cheers, bye.
I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely ravenous now after talking about food for the last hour or so.
Absolutely starved. I'm going to have to make my signature dish in a minute.
Which is what?
Cheese on toast.
Cheese. I thought you were going to say scrambled tofu, actually. Yeah, no, we are definitely going off to make lunch. We're recording this just before lunch, and now we're going to go make it. If you want to have a little look in greater detail at what you can find at Titchwell Manor, obviously after listening to us talking to Eric, thank you very much for your time there, Eric, then visit the website titchwellmanor.com.
That was I really enjoyed that chat, and to find out obviously the word fine dining
I'm in the past
is what do you call it, it's really difficult, isn't it? All these terms, isn't it? Like gastropub and all those sort of things.
Yeah. Trends come and go, but it's not. It's not a suggestion necessarily. It's not a suggestion that the food is better. it's just I don't know. There are places where you would choose to go for a more fancier occasion.
Yeah.
Or a romantic meal that you might not choose. But the lines are definitely blurred, and I think we're all more used to a more casual and relaxed way of life and expecting good food wherever we spend our money.
Yeah. Which I like. And I like the way Eric mentioned about, you don't want to miss that dressing up experience of going out as well. Getting dressed up.
Yeah.
And going out for a meal as well. It's very it's very difficult.
Absolutely, yeah. Makes it special.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting about the plant based as well.
Yes, good for me.
Yeah, good for everybody.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
good for everybody.
Yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
And like I said, I tend to have a lot of plant based dishes out and about as well.
You do, yes,
and they are really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's really interesting as well about what we were saying about the simpler dishes, that there's nowhere to hide, and that, you're really then being judged on your chefing skills, cookery skills, whatever, I don't know what you call them. But because you can't just dress them up in sauces and other fancy stuff, because they've been pared right down to their basics almost. So those basics have got to be good.
Nowhere to hide.
Yeah. I like that. I like that indeed. Yeah. So, well, hopefully that's given you some inspiration for places to choose if you are thinking about planning a special meal out. And having been deprived of this sort of experience over the last couple of years, many of you may well be. Do let us know if you've tried any of the restaurants and eateries we've mentioned on today's episode, or if you're going to, or if you just have any feedback in general. You can contact us via the website enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, and we always love to hear from you.
Yeah, and more new places as well. If tell us if you've discovered somewhere new, or ones we haven't mentioned.
Yes,
in the whole podcast. That'd be good.
Good point, definitely. We'll be back in a few weeks' time. We're having a little break over half term, and then we'll be dropping a new episode on our return. So until we speak with you again, stay well, and we hope you continue to enjoy Norfolk.
Eat well.
Eat well, yes, we hope.
Stay well and eat well.
Absolutely. And we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.